Well, hello, General Hospital Daily Recap fans. Today's daily recap is for Wednesday, September 21st, 2022. Wednesday, September 1st, 2022. I will go over some of the other things that happened yesterday that I did not talk about yesterday on yesterday's review. So let's talk about Carly goes to visit her mother's grave, and the groundskeeper ends up informing her that, the grave needed to be moved because, they're going to run a highway through that portion of the cemetery so that it's a straight access to the beach. And Carly is like, well, why wasn't I notified? And so the guy looked at his records and he said, because for this particular site or plot, Jason Morgan was the contact. And Carly said, oh, Jason's no longer with us, which was interesting. Like why was Jason the contact for that? I don't know. But anyway, Jason was. So Carly is now on a mission. She found uh, the woman that talks with the horrible Southern accent. She found her back at the country club, snatched the phone right out of her ear and hand, and let her know, oh no, my mother is not about to be moved. You may have succeeded in getting my great aunt Ruby's house torn down, but you won't get my mother moved. Cardi's like, you're gonna find out exactly what I'm all about. So that's gonna be good. This is gonna give Carly something to fight about right now. So that's gonna be pretty good. Then we have Elizabeth. She finally goes to see Kevin, finally, and he hypnotizes her, and she's now remembers more of what she's seen, and somehow her father was at the top of the stairs, so she's wondering, did her father push the woman down the stairs? But she didn't tell that part to Kevin, and she also didn't tell that she flashed and saw um what was his name? Peter August at the bottom of the stairs, that, Finn had pushed him down the stairs. Well, bottom line, Elizabeth, Peter wasn't even dead. So it doesn't matter. She could have told that piece of evidence because, or information, something's in my eye here, doctor patient privilege. Okay. Finn didn't kill Peter. So, you held up some progress because of that. But she told Finn that she thinks her father could have had something to do with it. And then we have Curtis talking to Jordan. Oh, he wants to know, Jordan, did you still, did you do it on purpose? Did you still want us to be together and this, that, and the other? And Jordan's like, look, Curtis, you and Portia have a house together, you have a life together. It really doesn't matter. But understand this, I did not want our marriage to end. No, I didn't. Did I deliberately not file those divorce papers? No, I didn't. So Jordan pretty much wants to leave well enough alone, leave it where it's at, Curtis. But he's still, trying to figure out, no, she didn't want our marriage to end. Well, you knew that. She didn't even want to sign the divorce papers. So he's still kind of hung up on that. And then that was yesterday's episode. Today we have Jordan on the pier with a hook and some gloves. First I was like, oh my God, the killer's getting ready to strike again. And I'm like, there's two hands on that person, and she's coming up behind Anna, which was a dangerous thing. You may not see it in those skinny jeans. Anna Devane carries a gun, okay? Jordan could have got her head shot off. She coming up with behind Anna, hook all up in the air. And I'm thinking, oh my God, Jordan, don't be tripping like that. GH writers, you know? So she's talking to Anna, saying this is the size hook that's missing from the Quartermain's boathouse. And, she's going to take it to the hospital to see, if it kind of matched the wounds and blah, 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 blah. So Jordan and Anna talk, and Jordan tells Anna her, they're friends. So she told him how Curtis is talking to her, and Jordan's like, Anna's like, did you tell him the truth? He's like, no, it doesn't matter. I still love him, and this, that, and the other. And um, I think she may have told Anna the whole thing about um Trina being Curtis's son. I can't quite remember because she was saying, why mess up, why ruin their lives? And what will it get me? It's not going to get no endearment from Curtis after that from me, but what Anna said, but look, yet you're doing what caused your marriage to, break up. You're keeping information from him. He said, so she goes, but it's not my information to tell. She says, well, if you truly care about Curtis's happiness, you would tell him the truth. So we'll see. Now, she can be talking about that you love him or that he has a daughter, because that would mean the world to Curtis Ashford to find out if he had a daughter. Okay. So then we get Victor at Charlie's. We have Sonny and Alexis coming into Charlie's. They want to come talk to Christina, to try to keep her safe, talk her into, look, come and live with one of the two of us, the whole 9 yards, because let's be real, there is a killer on the loose. So they walk through the front door, and Christina's laughing with Victor, and Valentine is there, and they were going to go over to Victor and Christina, and Valentine pulls Alexis away. Like, she goes, what are you doing? He goes, look, let Sonny handle Victor. Trust me, we need to stay out of his crosshairs. Let Sonny be the one to do whatever Sonny's going to do. You don't need to be in Victor's crosshairs. So Alexis stays over there, and Sonny's like, hey, what's going on here? So Christina was trying to get Victor to pronounce this word in a certain way, and they were laughing, and so Sonny ends up talking to Victor, say, hey, can I talk to him for a minute? And Christina goes to the bar, and he was letting her know, like, what are you doing talking to my daughter? What do you do? What are you doing? And he goes, that is my great niece. She is my family too, and I will talk to her if I wish. Christina is his family. So Victor looks at Sonny and walks away, and Sonny's just looking at him. And then Valentine leaves. So Sonny and Alexis go talk to Christina. And Christina's so bullheaded. No, she's not moving in with either of them. That is completely out of the question. And no, she's not quitting her job or taking a leave of absence. This working at Charlie's makes her happy. Then Sonny should have said, fine, but I'm putting security on you. Okay, you work wherever you want, honey. You work right here at the crime scene. But daddy is going to put security on you until this killer's found. Your choice. You still got your freedom, but you're going to be watched. So, I mean, they should have just laid that law down to her, because Christina and Alexis have always bumped heads, always. Christina takes everything Alexis says, and sometimes Alexis just blurts stuff out like pretty much it was a dead-end minimum wage job that she's willing to risk her life for, and Christina's like, whoa. And Sonny's like, whoa, why'd you say that? And so when Christina finally blew up at them both, and walked away, Sonny looked at Alexis. She goes, she is all you. And then he walks away. And Alexis is like, oh my God, I know. Oh Lord, I know. So, they pretty much got nowhere with Christina. And then we have Miss Wu at Curtis's place, and Curtis is trying to figure out, why are you here? It's not nighttime. So she's saying, well, I want, she mentioned Chase's name, and Chase and Brooklyn come in. And earlier, Brooklyn was supposed to be at a deception meeting. All she's doing is daydreaming about Chase. So now she's got Chase there, and Curtis didn't know anything about the audition because, of course, nobody made the appointment. So Brooklyn convinces him to hear Chase, and Curtis is like, yes, I heard he did a great job at the what's the name of Haunted Star. So Chase Curtis hears Chase. Miss Wu is all into it. Yeah, he's good, isn't he? You know, yeah, Curtis, right? So Curtis is looking like, yeah, because he's got other things on his mind. So when it was over, he said, yes, great. You got yourself a venue. Fantastic. And then Miss Wu decides she wants uh, to book the nightclub. So Curtis tells her, okay, that night will cost you $50,000. And Miss Wu looks at her because she keeps saying, we're partners. He goes, no, we're not no equal. We're not partners. No. Mm-mm. And so she says, do you take a check? He goes, no, cash is preferable. And she just looks at him. I'm surprised she didn't open up her bag and pull out the 50,000 cash and say, here you go. I needed to wash it anyway, Curtis. Gee, I'd have taken the check. It'd have been a business check. This way, look, I booked my hotel to her. Better paper trail than cash. Okay, Curtis. Dirty money at that. So we'll see what Miss Wu actually wants to do with the place for a night. That's interesting. Let's go to comment corner. We have quite a few comments. One comment from the day before was, Carly, this does give Carly something to do. I mean, we're going to have something coming out of that Carly storyline. But let's go through these. Phyllis says, I think it was Esme or Sonny's bodyguard, the one that's working for Michael, that is Dex, thinking of who the killer could be. Patricia says, they say Poison was on the hook, but I remember someone coming in the room to give Brando an injection. Something was supposed to bring his blood pressure down. I remember that. Patricia also says they could have given us heartbroken Brando fans a send-off where we could have, like they did Nathan, when Nathan died, where Brando could be walking away to heaven with Mike. Brando didn't know Georgie or his son Liam. That would be interesting if they would have had Brando holding Liam, getting ready to turn to walk away with Liam. That would have actually been kind of cute, right? If the actors were not available, well, any child, because Liam was a baby, okay? Makes me wonder, no, Liam is not still alive. And Cyrus has him somewhere. Nope, Leo is not still alive. Liam is not still alive. Robin says, I cried today. The cast played their parts. Yeah, real life. Sasha and Gladys. Yeah, everybody did a great job. Carly will fight for her mom's grave not to be moved. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. Although, you know what? Look, I completely understand. We definitely don't want to rest a gravesite. I was going to say, but Carly has money. Actually, Carly doesn't have any money anymore. But did you see how horrible that graveyard was? Wasn't kept up. It was, no, Carly could definitely move her mom to a much nicer resting place. Much nicer. Because I was like, oh my God, look, they don't even keep that up. Well, I guess since they're getting ready to, demolish it or, re-renovate, repurpose, I guess not, right? And then Andriana says, it is these times that I appreciate your daily recaps the most. I will be ready and prepared for the sad moment when I catch up this weekend. Yes. Yes, it was sad. If the forecasting is correct, it will get worse before it's going to get better. Yeah, this is going to be a good whodunit. Good whodunit. And then Hello There says several things that stuck with her. And you did a book, Hello There. So I want everybody to come and look at Hello There's comments. She's got some great stuff. She feels Gregory was very, very negative when Alexis wanted to do that letter to the killer, but then all of a sudden he said at the end, Gregory kind of turns around. What's up with that? How could Brando have been poisoned? Well, now we find out the hook was laced with poison. Did I guess the supposed killer, did they decide that since Ava didn't die, they needed to up the stakes with poison? So when they stabbed her, it entered the body. Yeah, you know. So yes, they did find out. We found out today Brando was definitely poisoned. Said you notice Ava had a guard 24/7, but no, Brando did not have a guard 24/7. No, but you know what? Brando had just gotten out of surgery. I'm surprised they let the family in that fast. I think Brando pretty much had somebody there the entire time. And it says supposedly Jocelyn was the intended target, but she walked off in the other direction, and then Brando saw, so yeah, there was a lot going on. And great comment. Hello there. If anybody wants to really read, go on and look at Hello There's some of her facts. A lot of them give you something to think about. And Susan says, Dev helped Sonny get out of Turkey. She forgot why Sonny was in Turkey. I don't remember why Sonny was in Turkey too. There was a reason. I think Sonny went to find somebody. Was it Dante alleged? Dante was undercover in Turkey, I think. And I think Sonny went there to try to get Dante out of Turkey or something like that. I kind of think that's what it was. And then it says Sonny helped Brando set up his own auto body shop, what made him happy. She really liked Brando and wished they would have kept him. I liked him too. And then LaShawn said the hook probably had poison on it. Yep. When Brando saved Carly, Jason and Sonny were in New York. That's right, for Mike's evaluation for Alzheimer's. And the bar got shut up. So it's like simultaneously, the bar is getting shot up with Mike and Sonny in it. The warehouse is getting shot up with Carly in it. Oh yeah, that was a good episode. And that's how Commando Brando came in. And then LaShawn said, rest in peace, Brando Corbin. And LaShunta says, my favorite scene with Brando was when he saved Carly. Jason was with Mike and Sonny when the bar got shot up. That is so true. And then Dorothy says, they said a nurse was coming in to give Brando a shot for his blood pressure. So maybe, well, now we're finding out the hook was laced with poison. Brando came on the scene when Cyrus tried to attack the Corinthos family. He saved Carly. Jason was in New York. Yes, for the Alzheimer's appointment. Thank you guys for reminding me of that. Sometimes I forget some details. And Medora says, I don't know if Brando was poisoned by the hook or somebody sneaked in the room. Maybe it was a fake nurse or doctor. I know. Could have been, but we did find out the hook was poison. They were going to find out the doctors missed something like poison out from the hook. Yep, that's what they found out. The old man in spirit was a spirit. Did you see the lights flickering? I didn't see lights flickering, but it probably could have, because I kind of thought the old man was a spirit because he had the racetrack form in his hand, and Sonny goes, oh, do you like the races? My dad liked the races. And he goes, no, I've never been. I just found these here. Well, where'd you find that in the hospital, old man? So I knew that was out of the ordinary. Like that racetrack sheet wasn't just sitting around GH. And then Sandy says, our Brando is gone. He'll be missed. Everyone loved him. There could have been poison on the end of the hook. Yep, that's what happened. And then Karen said, this old man, I think was Mike. Was Mike. No, it wasn't Mike. Every time Mike was shown, Sonny knew that was his father, and he called him son. Brando was poisoned from the hook. Yes, indeed. And Michael says, I agree, it had to be the hook. Now, this Chemo Beauty said, yes, Although I knew Brando was going to die, it was still very emotional for me. When Portia came out of the room, I screamed at the TV. Oh my goodness, yeah, that was darn emotional. You saw it on Portia's face. Don't even try it, Portia. I was very sad for Sasha, Gladys, and Sonny. I really didn't realize how much he and Sasha had experienced together. I know the scenes that they played back. It's like Brando and Sasha even looked younger, especially Brando. It was like, oh my goodness, time has gone by. The writers also acknowledged how important prayer in the Black culture is. That was awesome. The Chemo Beauty like that. This was a nice review. Thank you. I was a little sad. But you know what? That's what soap operas are supposed to do. They're supposed to pull on those emotion strings, right? So we shall see where they're going to go with this whole killer storyline. It's pretty interesting to me. It's not corny or anything. It's got me going. I don't know who's who. But thank you so much for your comments. I love the internet interaction because we all kind of think different things. Although somebody says they think it's Gregory, I don't think it's Gregory. One thing Gregory knew, once any reporter or outlet starts reaching out to serial killers, especially if it's a reporter, Alexis is a female alone. You start inviting a lot of attention on yourself. And it then can become very dangerous because sometimes now the reporter becomes a manner of obsession for the person, so for Alexis's own good. She's the one living out in kind of the woods by herself in her house. I mean, look, I don't know. Gregory needs to move in there. Alexis has some extra bedrooms. Gregory, move right on in there with Alexis to help protect her. That's what I'm thinking, everybody. Well, all right. Thank you so much. This was another General Hospital Daily recap that is finished. I am looking forward to tomorrow's episode so I can do another daily recap of General Hospital. Everyone have a phenomenal evening.